Friends, today I would like to recite a story titled The Window Seat. This is one of my favorite stories and I hope you like it. Now, once there were two old men who were admitted to the hospital because both were very ill. Now, one man, he had been given the bed in the room which was facing the window, so he had a view outside, while the second man had only a wall next to him. But the one near the wall, he was more ill than the other old man and he could not even get up in his bed. Now, these two men became friends. They started talking about their families and their occupations, and they really started spending a lot of course, they were in the same room and ill. So whenever they were both fine, they would talk to each other. Now, the man by the window could sit up. He was a bit better, so he could sit up and he could look out the window, right? So he used to describe what is happening outside. What could he see? He said there's a beautiful garden with a lake, and he could see the ducks and the swans, and he could see the children playing on the slides. He could see lovers arm in arm, and he used to describe something or the other every single day to the other man on the bed. Now, this used to go on for around 45 minutes to an hour every day, and the other old man who was more sick started looking forward to these conversations and these sessions where he could imagine the outside. He could see the garden, he imagined the lake, he imagined the people walking by, and it really improved his health. Now, sadly, all of a sudden, the old man by the window, whose health was fine, overnight he passed away. This hurt the other man a lot, and he couldn't believe it, that my friend of these many days who has given me so much happiness has suddenly gone away. By then, since this bed had become empty, asked the nurse that can he be shifted to the other side? Can he take the bed by the window? So the nurse happily agreed. Now, when he was moved there, still for a few days he could not sit up in bed, or he could not even prop himself on the pillow. But one day he tried doing that, and when he looked outside, the view was not what this friend had been was describing. It was completely barren land. It was nothing over there. So he asked the nurse, why do you think my friend did this? Why was he describing all this so beautifully? Like, there is nothing over here. At that time, the nurse replied that the man, your friend, was blind. He himself could not see anything. He could not see the window, nor the wall, nor anything outside. So he imagined all these things for himself as much as for you, because he knew that you were very ill, and to elevate your mood, he did this. This brought tears to the old man's eyes. What is the moral of this fantastically emotional and a story filled with so much of empathy? There are many morals to this. First and foremost, the saying, which is that when we share our grief, a grief becomes half, but when we share our happiness is doubled. This is exactly what the dying man taught us, that he could not see. His blindness he accepted, his adversity he accepted, his sickness he accepted. In spite of that, he chose to be happy, and he chose to make another person happy before his end came. The second moral from the story is that why can't we be more human like this? Why can't we share our happiness? Why can't we make other people happy and feel happy? Why are we only concerned about our happiness, my health, and my looks, and my status, my money, everything? It's about I, me, and myself. Why don't we make it about us? And also, the third moral being that even the other man who is still alive, though he could not see, he was not complaining that he had not been given the bed next to the window. What he cherished was those few minutes that his friend explained to him. So he was living in the present moment. He accepted his situation, but he knew that this was also a miracle, also a magic for him, that somebody could describe something so beautifully, and he imagined it in his mind, and it improved his health. So let's take whatever moral we think apt for ourselves from this story, and make our lives happy and the lives around the people around us happy, because there's nothing more noble than that. I hope you like this, and I hope you share this with as many people as you can. Thank you very much.